I hope you enjoy the next video. I hope you see something that you like, that you learn something that you want to try, or that you have questions that you would want to do the research and see if it's something you want to do. Alrighty, enjoy the video. Hello lovelies, I'm about to work on a t-shirt and I thought I'd take you along for the ride. Today I'm working with heat transfer vinyl. Let's see if I can see my cut lines. Okay. So far, so good. I already turned on my heat press. I think I should have waited a little bit because I got my door closed so that no outside house noise won't get in the way. But I'm about to burn up in the process. So hopefully it won't take me too long to weed this. Hopefully I am in frame. So far, so good. Weeded pretty good. Let me get rid of my weed box and then I'll go in for my innards. This is part of the design. The other part is white and I've already weeded that. Runaway pick tool. Alrighty. I got a few more spots and I should be done weeding. Alrighty, that looks to be about everything. I'm going to turn it over and look at it. Little piece that fell out of my hand. You know, like they say in construction, measure twice, cut once. So I'm looking over the design to make sure that there isn't a speck of vinyl left behind. And sometimes when I do that, I still miss a part. Okay, that looks good. Now let me look at my other part. And let me adjust my camera. So you might not be able to see this because of the light and because it's white. Because I'm having a hard time seeing it. Okay. May not forget to cut this because this goes on the back of the t-shirt. Let me get this part and cut. Alrighty. Now let me see if I can line this up. That looks to be about right. Now let me get rid of this excess. Close as I can without cutting it. Perfect. And I'm gonna cut this part off. How that look? Oh, I got Dad upside down. Let's try it again. Let me cut it while I got it up. And I'm going to cut that right there because it looked like it's a thin piece of vinyl in that line. I'm going to turn it over this way so I can make sure that I got it right. And then I'll turn it this way to line it up. That's how that's looking. Make sure it's aligned. Yep, that looks good to me. Of course, it's going to fall on the floor. And then this goes up too high. I'm just testing it out, doing a dry fit. To make sure everything lines up. Okay, that is up to... That looks pretty good right there, except them, my bottom half. I may have to cut that off and align that separately. Let me see if I can just near it down. That's down too far. That's pretty much how the design is going to go. And you really probably can't see that white too good. And my desk is white. These two hearts right there need to come up. So what I probably do is cut this pink part off and just lay it separately, as opposed to keeping it on the carrier sheet. So alrighty. Let's see which one I'm gonna heat first. Where's my shirt? Oh, here go my shirt. Alrighty, let me put it on the heat press for about 5 seconds to get out the moisture and such. Okay, the shirt is good to go. Move that back so I can align it. And we're going to do the pink part first because it's highest up on the shirt. Okay. Pink part first. Alrighty. Football game is on, so even though I got my door closed, you still may hear some noise. That looks pretty much even, but it looks crooked. Okay, that looks straight. And let's see if anything moved. Okay, that looks good. All right, I'm gonna smooth that down. Now I can really get to see, since it's on a dark background. And I'm gonna go over it once again just to hopefully make sure I don't have any extra vinyl. As a matter of fact, since I got this lined in place, I'm gonna go around and cut. Even though I don't see anything, I'm gonna go around and cut the edges just to make sure. Like I said, measure twice, cut once. It's better to be safe than sorry. This reminds me of my first sublimation printer that I had. I converted it. It was a Workforce 7210, I think. And I was so proud of myself following along behind the YouTube video. I converted that machine and it worked good. Probably the first close to a year that I had it. And then all of a sudden, it started spewing black ink in between the design, right? And so I would always have to cut. You know, after I print my design out, it would be black ink in there, black ink in between letters. And I said, you know what? This getting on my nerve. This time consuming. And, you know, as the saying going, time is money. So I flushed it out. You know, I did a print head clean, and I did this and I did that, but nothing worked. So of course I went to the crafting community and asked the question of other people that had that same type of printer if they experienced problems. Some said they did, some said they didn't, but more so said they did than they didn't. So I knew that that was a potential problem with that printer after time, because it wasn't originally, it wasn't invented for that, you know, but you know how we do our hacks and stuff. So anywho, let me see, let me take this over to the printer, and then I'll bring you back after I put the other piece on, and then I'll take you to the printer. Okay. I didn't heat this the entire time because I have the white part to go on, even though it's not layered, but I still don't want to risk any of this shrinking. So I heated this half time. So I'm going slow just in case a piece of this want to lift up. But let me finish my other story before I forget. So like I said, those printers weren't invented for that. But hey, if you find a dual purpose, then go with it for as long as you can. So after I had to, you know, spend more time than was necessary cutting out the black splotches on my sublimation transfers, I said, you know, the heck with this. So I researched an affordable sublimation printer that's specifically for sublimation, and I got me a oh man, what did I get me? A sawgrass. And I love it because you know, with the workforce, you had to fill the ink cartridges and yada yada yada, but with the sawgrass is self-maintenance. Okay, that looks pretty good. Everything is aligning. Okay, I don't like that touching. So what, I mean, it's cutting into, and I don't want that indentation on the on those letters. So what I'm going to do is cut around it. And then what I'll do is put the other piece of transfer tape that I pulled off of the pink part and put it on there so it can cover the whole thing. Okay. Just this little piece right here. Okay. Make sure everything is aligned. That looks good. That looks good. Now what did I do with it? He should be over here somewhere staring me in my face. But I don't see it. I hate when that happens. When something is in my face, but yet I don't see it. Let me find that daggone transfer tape cover. It was on my computer. Alrighty. Then that way I can cover that. And it's covering the whole thing. It's not cutting in between no letters. Alrighty. Let's go over to the heat press. Okay, let's see if you can see better from this angle. Okay. Alrighty, let me check one more time. One more again. That looks good. Alrighty, so this time I can go down. Make sure. Kind of a big design. It's taking up the whole heat press. Alright, I got my heat press set at 315, going down for 15 seconds. And then I'll flip it and do the back. I think I'll put a pressing pillow in between the t-shirt so that the front won't get too much heat. Alrighty, let's take it back to the table. Again, I want to go slow to make sure don't none of this vinyl come up. Okay. Lay that to the side. Turn it over. Now, let me put the pillow in between. Just to make sure it doesn't bother the integrity of the front. Okay. Alrighty. Straighten out my shirt because it done shifted on me. Okay, now everything seems to be in check. Alrighty, let's put this on. Okay, I put my ruler to where as I can find it. Okay, it's looking good from the top down. And let's see how we doing left to right. Wow, I'm 2 for 2. Okay, I'm gonna cut this part off. Because this side hasn't been cut. And I want to make sure that there isn't any vinyl. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna put a piece of tape since I cut on the sides. I'm gonna make sure that when I carry it over to the heat press, it don't do no shifting on me. Anybody got time for that? Okay, let me look at it to make sure that it is straight. Okay, that looks to be good. Alrighty, let me move that pressing pillow over to the left a little bit. Okay, that's good. Now let me take it over to the heat press and I'll be right back. Okay, that's going down for 15 seconds. I'll bring you right back. Okay. Let me take the pillow out. That'll give it time to cool down a sec. Am I the only one, but I get nervous when I do something that I haven't done in a while, even though I know how to do it? But I guess having a little nervousness is okay. I don't want to be cocky or arrogant and say, oh, I know what I'm doing. That's when you make mistakes, in my humble opinion. So, let me do the reveal. That's the back of the shirt. And let me put you down for a sec. Trying to straighten this out with one hand ain't working. And that's the front of the shirt. Turned out pretty good. All right now, that'll do it for this week. Bye-bye.